Hi, my name's Kate. I'm an artist from St Helens, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make artworks inspired by Matisse's cutouts. For this workshop you will need acrylic paint. You'll need a few different colours. If you haven't got acrylic paint, watercolour can work too. You'll need masking tape, a pen, scissors, a sponge, and some things to mix your paint in, as well as some paper. Today we're going to be making work inspired by Henri Matisse's cutouts. Matisse, when he was too old and couldn't paint, decided that he was going to make artworks by cutting up paper. This was a really simple way to make work, and it meant that he could make a lot of things in a short amount of time. Today we're going to be using a similar method, but we're going to make stencils so that we can repeat our patterns and hopefully make numerous artworks. Here is an image of Matisse's cutouts so you can see what we're going to make. Step 1. Drawing your shapes. On a blank piece of paper, take a pen and draw some simple shapes. Here you can see I'm drawing two rectangles which will form a background. On another sheet of paper I'm going to draw some more shapes that reference Matisse. This first one I've drawn simple squiggles, and on the second sheet I have drawn a leaf shape. Step 2. Cutting out your shapes. With a pair of scissors, fold your sheet of paper in half and make a cut in the centre of your shape. This will make it a lot easier to cut out the shape. Some shapes, such as this one, will be more difficult than others. If you need it, ask an adult to help you. Another way to make shapes is to rip paper. Fold your paper in half and rip along the fold. This will make a more abstract shape, but will work just as well. This is useful if you are struggling with using the scissors. Again, you can fold your sheet of paper in half and then half again. Again, rip at the fold . This again will give you abstract shapes, but more of them. Step 3. Using the stencils. Take a blank sheet of paper and place it on the table. Place your stencil, either ripped or cut, on top of the sheet of paper and pin it down using some masking tape. Take acrylic paint of your choice and pop it in a suitable container. Take a small sponge and dab the sponge in the acrylic paint. When your sponge is loaded with acrylic paint, dab it on top of the stencil, covering all of the gaps. Remember not to use too much paint. Once you have covered all the area with acrylic paint, you can take the masking tape off and remove your stencil. Keep your stencil to one side as you may reuse it again. You now need to dry the layer of paint either with a hairdryer or you can wait for 5 minutes. Once your first layer is dry, you can now move on to the second layer. Take another stencil and place it on top of the sheet of paper. Position it where you want it. Tape it down with masking tape. Using a different colour, dab acrylic paint onto the area. Again, be careful not to use too much paint. Once you have covered the whole area, take the tape off and remove the stencil. Again, keep the stencil to one side as you may reuse it. Make sure that your second layer is dry before moving on to the third layer. For the third layer, I'm going to use the leaf shape. Again, I place it on top of the work, tape it down with some masking tape, and choose a different colour. Exactly the same as before, dab the colour on with the sponge, making sure you're not using too much paint. Once you've covered the area, remove the stencil and place it to one side. You've now created an artwork just like Matisse's cutouts. Remember that you can reuse your stencils using different colours and different positions to create many different artworks.